Hey YouTube, this is John Dagg, JD Constriction, wanting to do an update on some of the cool Xanthic stuff that we've hatched out this year, and also want to do a Stormtrooper update, which I know a lot of people have been eager for, and if you've seen my blog post, you know how crazy that this thing has ended up. So to kind of jump to the punchline, if you remember that super bright black and white animal that was dubbed the Stormtrooper in my previous video, this is the exact same snake. It is not a different snake, it is the same one. Nearest I can figure is that I do have something floating around in my collection that darkens when it's with pastel and Xanthic in the same animal. And that seems to have happened to the Stormtrooper as well. Still stark white on its sides, but that black etching that it normally has is just really started to bleed through and change its coloration completely into almost a really dark snake. And that head even has gone from that completely blushed out head that we saw before to having a lot of dark pigment in it. So really cool animal. I kind of jokingly said it, the Stormtrooper's turning to the dark side and taking over. If you go to my webpage, I'll put a link at the description of this video to my blog post describing this gene that I've had in my collection floating around and give you a little bit more info. But I have an animal that's called Darkness over on my collection page that I believe this animal is some variant thereof, or if you've seen my collection page, the dirty quote-unquote animals that I post is a variant of this additional gene going on in the Stormtrooper that makes it look like this. But a very crazy looking snake at this point. I'm really excited to show it off at Tinley Park. We've got some really cool stuff set up for that, doing a little artwork with some Stormtrooper stuff I want to show off and all that. So she's all excited about moving around for me, but wanted to give an update of her specifically, and also wanted to comment on some other combos. People have made a lot of wild guesses as far as what different genes are or what's in the Stormtrooper. Hopefully this kind of highlights this thing is night and day different than anything else. For instance, this here is a Firefly Xanthic, just like what I showed with the previous Stormtrooper video. Very cool, very awesome looking snake. Still have some of these left for sale, but today one of the most black and white animals there is next to the Stormtrooper. Another example of an animal that people thought, oh, maybe the Stormtrooper is a super pastel Xanthic. This is a super pastel Xanthic. Again, not as black and white as a Firefly Xanthic, and not as black and white as the Stormtrooper ended up being. Very blushed out. This is a particular male I'm holding back because he has this awesome genetic blackback going on, and some of his siblings were very cool. So I'm excited to breed this male back to a few different things and make some black-backed animals or black-back bumblebee Xanthics that I think are pretty cool. This guy here is a Firebee Xanthic. This is one of the males I have available for sale that turned out really nice and is a really cool combination of fire, pastel, and Xanthic. The nice thing about adding fire to a bumblebee Xanthic is it's going to maintain that coloration. I've got a different adult male that's breeding right now. I'm trying to get breeding rather, that was a 2015 animal just like this guy, only a lot larger, that I'm hoping will get breeding and making more of, because these guys look awesome as adults. They hold their color really well and don't end up turning gray. They end up kind of this light cream color and then dark gray where the patterning is. Very cool. And then last but not least, wanted to show off this girl. This is a Xanthic pied female that we have here at JD Constriction that is, again, an awesome example of the combination of a double recessive. Xanthic and pied mix into the same snake. So really cool animal. Very happy with how these things look and super excited to be trying for more of these in the coming years. So with that, that is the whole group we have here. Bringing them back together for one last pan out shot. Again, wanted to give you guys an update, show how awesome these things are, and for the most part I'll have a lot of these animals at Tinley Park to show off. Come by, say hi, take some pictures, and check these things out. Alright, thanks guys, thanks for watching.